How to Motivate Your School on Mondays, episode 636. There's a free webinar coming up to help you and your students have a relationship that is respectful, responsible, and engaged. Stay tuned at the end of the show to learn more about this free webinar.
The 10-Minute Teacher Podcast with Vicki Davis. Every weekday, you'll learn powerful, practical ways to be a more remarkable teacher today.
Happy Motivational Monday. Today we're with Dr. Mark French, co-author of Principles in Action, Redefining the Role, and Minnesota 2015 Distinguished Principals. So, Mark, today we're going to talk about getting motivated on Monday, but also how to spread the motivation through our whole school. How do you help everybody get motivated?
For me, getting motivated on Monday is about my own mindset. I look forward to Mondays because it's a chance to get back with people. It's a chance to connect with students. It's a chance to strengthen those relationships with teachers. So after a weekend of getting recharged and rejuvenated and relaxed, I look forward to starting off a fresh week every Monday morning.
You're probably the exception. I love Mondays too. What do you do when you come across the Eeyores in your life who aren't so excited to be there?
I think with the Eeyores, I just try to share some of my positive experiences and some of my positive nature. I think it's as simple as greeting and smiling. One of the things I do to motivate myself on Monday is I am out front greeting students and families every day of the year that I'm at school, through all weather, through all seasons. It really grounds me, and it's a great start when I can share my positivity and my smiles with students and family members to get the week started.
And I bet they love seeing you there too.
They do. It is a great way to be visible, to show that you are caring and concerned even at family arrival. I also like being outside. It's good role modeling. If we expect the adults to be outside at recess or even take kids out for learning, we leaders have to be willing to model that ourselves.
Yeah, and the opposite of visibility is invisibility, and that's definitely not something a principal wants, huh?
That's right. That's another thing about motivating myself on Monday. I don't look forward to Mondays to go into my office and wait for issues or problems or concerns to come to me. I want to spend as much time on Monday morning and most mornings out of my office as possible. I purposely do things like I read a monthly story to all classrooms. I give out birthday books every day that we have a student celebrating a birthday. I also on Monday can motivate myself by getting outside in the middle of the day, joining kids at recess, participating in their activities. So for me, motivating myself on Monday or any other day is being out of my office and making connections with students and staff members.
Love that. You have a shirt on as we're recording this, and we don't have a video to go with it. Tell us about your shirt and what does it say, and how does that impact how you greet people?
It is a shirt that...
Tell everybody what it says first.
Oh, I will. It says smiles, high fives, and changing lives. Principles in action. Get out of the office. And that is the tagline, get out of the office, is how you can redefine the role of a principal, that you need to be out. You need to be experiencing what other adults in the building are experiencing. One of the things we do with Principles in Action is offer challenges. Sometimes that challenge might be serve lunch for the day, or assist the custodian, or fill in for the administrative assistant, or ride the bus home. I can't drive the bus home, but I can ride the bus home and support the bus driver and interact with kids. So smiles, high fives, and changing lives. Principles in Action. Get out of the office.
Do you ever get any pushback from principals, and what does that pushback sound like? Say a few of the things you've heard principals say when you talk about redefining the role of principals.
Some of the pushback has to do with time. How do you make it happen? For me, one of the things I do is actually schedule it into my day. I can schedule recess time, or I schedule myself at the beginning of the day and the end of the day being outside. If it's important enough for you to do, build it into your schedule, build it into your routine, and it will happen. When I go into school and I think I'm going to get out, I'm going to greet kids, I'm going to visit classes, the best intentions just don't deliver that action unless I make it purposeful.
Yeah, you have to live life intentionally, and your schedule has to be intentional too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. I think another pushback is I have heard from other leaders that their staff and maybe their parent community are just used to having them always available in their office. I want to be able to walk in. I want to be able to check in. I want to be able to see the principal. Well, I have to, again, schedule some of those connecting times in. If I have a staff member who comes to me and says, "Do you have some time?" My answer might be, "I'm going out to read to classes right now. Why don't you check in with our administrative assistant and find a time for us? I want to give you uninterrupted, focused time." So using a calendar, using a schedule, having a secretary that has access to your schedule and can plug people in is also a great resource and tool.
Yeah, and while you need to be available, I mean, we don't expect to be able to just walk into a great doctor. If you can walk into the doctor, sometimes you don't get the best doctor. So it's hard for me sometimes to understand why. Now, if you have a super huge urgent issue, yes, I would understand the principal would want to drop everything for that. But just to have the principal available when you want to pop in, do you have a hard time with that? Or I guess you're just eternally patient?
I think what I have been able to do with my staff is that they know my style and they know my purpose and they know my priority. And in fact, if I am out and about in school, in the hallways, in classrooms, reading to students, on the playground, I get to connect with staff members in those settings. So it doesn't always have to be, I have to go to Mark's office. No, I'm out and about and staff see me and we can make a quick connection in other places in the school.
Yeah, and they don't dread when they see you coming if they actually communicate with you just casually.
That's right. If your staff and students get used to seeing you out and about, visiting classes, connecting with students, right, then when they see you come into their space, it isn't necessarily for a specific purpose or for a specific reason. It might just be, I'm visiting. I want to experience what's happening now.
Okay, Mark, so we're going to finish up. Will you give us a Monday morning pep talk about getting out there and just bringing it for our school and helping everyone get motivated?
You need to use Monday morning as a way to think about energizing yourself for the week. Put on a positive mindset. Make those connections. Think about how you can get into classrooms. Think about how you can greet students and families at the beginning of the day. Think how you can connect with your food service, your clerical, your custodial staff. Even a Monday motivational tip is make it around the building and greet every adult with a smile and a good morning and a good to see you. It makes your week start off positively, and it's a great connection and relationship builder.
Nothing like starting strong. When you start strong and you just get ahead on your week in every way, it makes your week better. I like to be caught up with lesson planning, grading, all those things. And if I can give myself that gift, often by doing the work on Friday, the latest, Monday is even more motivating, and we can help and encourage others and make our school a better place just by being that bright person on Monday. Thanks, Mark. Go to coolcatteacher.com/respect to sign up for Linda Cardama's free webinar on Thursday, March 19th. It will help you and your students develop a relationship of respect, responsibility, and engagement. That's coolcatteacher.com/respect. This webinar is free and will help improve your classroom management abilities. Again, that's coolcatteacher.com/respect.